horn test. It sounds like a yelping dog to me. Okay, yeah. I really wish Mazda would make a sports car all over again. Cause I remember as a kid, I'll see Mazda ads where it would say zoom zoom, and these cars, they don't feel that zoom zoom to me. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a 2023 Mazda Cx3. And this is arguably one of the most economy-friendly vehicles out there. Because again, this thing is a 2-liter inline 4 with around 150 horsepower. And this one is all-wheel drive. So you're not gonna be stepping around too much for us in Canada because we have snow. But it's nothing too crazy. If I come over here into the front, big classic Mazda grill that looks like it's smiling at you when it really isn't. Our signals are down there, and look at how the headlights turn on. It's like it's excited to see you. Very subtle body curves. It makes it seem a bit feminine and very subtle. It looks like a very chill car. Again, it's not fast. It only has 150 horsepower approximately. So you're not gonna be speeding anywhere. But one of my favorite features about this car is those tail lights. Those things look so iconic. I wish Mazda would make a sports car to really and just slap these tail lights on them. It would look so good to me. These are like the perfect tail lights Mazda has. But you know what? Enough about me fanboying about the back. Let's talk about the trunk space. Decent trunk space compared to the competition. And some storage down here as well, and below that we get pretty much nothing. The tailgate is not automatic, so you do have to pull it down. Nothing crazy. There. Hopping into the back, it is kind of tight. This is like my comfortable driving position, and my legs are like firmly into the seat already. So yeah, it can be kind of tight, but hey, just some decent headroom as well too. Some nice Alcantara all around, which actually does kind of surprise me, and beautiful stitching as well. What looks like to be carbon fiber over here, so it does feel a little bit sporty. The sound system is Bose, by the way, so the stereo system in this thing is very, very nice. And from up here, you can see our little fin and a moonroof as well. Hopping inside, let me just open the hood to show you guys the engine. This is our 2-liter powerhouse. Yes, it's filthy. Yes, I know it is dirty. Very dirty. But I really wish Mazda would make a sports car all over again. Because I remember as a kid, I'll see Mazda ads where it would say zoom zoom, and these cars, they don't feel that zoom zoom to me. But it does look good, not gonna lie. The headlights look beautiful. I like the way they like light up and seem excited to see you. But I wish there was more to this car than just being a friendly economy car. But then that's just my opinion. Let's hop into the front. Push to start, so that's always nice. We do get our heated seats and heated steering wheel. Climate controls down here. And we have a sport mode, which honestly doesn't change too much. And our infotainment screen, which is very reactive. Like, this thing is quick. And I like that. Put it into drive. This thing has a 6-speed automatic transmission. But knowing me, I'm gonna like to use the paddle shifters. Again, look at how tiny these things are. These things are super tiny. But I'm glad they still have pedal shifters in this thing. Now, horn test. It sounds like a yelping dog to me. Okay, yeah. Heads up display over here. No blind spot monitoring. And we also do have our cruise control settings over here. And our voice activated commands as well. But let's go for a drive. And since it's an economy car, I'm not going to review it too harshly for its performance, so we're going to turn off sport mode. and go. Acceleration. Got to 40 flat out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, what's the word? It's very difficult for you to feel exhilarated in this car, because again, it's not designed to do anything else but be a daily driver, basically a city daily driver. That's what this thing is. But let's try flat out one more time. We're gonna be starting from 20 and just got past the speed limit. Hey, let's go. Honestly though, I just don't like how lacking this car feels. Again, the higher models most definitely have more power than this, but since this is the base model that you can get and the cheapest Mazda you can get, they do have to cut some corners to make it affordable to everybody, because if they make it faster, that's gonna be extra performance parts and everything in there. And since they add extra parts, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive for the average consumer to get, and we don't want that. We want it to be affordable. So these are some of the corners they cut into. But what they accentuate on and pretty much improve essentially is the interior design. Mazda is like one of the few brands that still have this dial that's all the way down here. This dial, since it's down here, makes it super easy for you to navigate your controls without really taking your eyes off the road. You can see it from the corner of your eyes that, oh, I'm now in applications. And since it responds super well, like you can tell most of their work went into the interior and the infotainment system of this thing. But enough about me praising this car for its fuel economy and how friendly it is to the average consumer. Oh, you do have blind spot monitoring. It's just almost impossible to see from the inside. So yes, this car does have blind spot monitoring, but put it in manual mode, transmission is actually pretty damn quick. Three, four, five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, I'm surprised. This transmission is very crisp and very damn responsive. I would have never expected this from an economy car, so let's change our verdict a little bit. It's not fast, but the second you engage the paddle shifters, it's almost like a different animal essentially. It may not feel as quick anymore, but it's way more engaging and it almost feels like a Miata. That's because it feels so damn engaging when you start using the paddle shifters or the gear shifter, whichever one you prefer. Of course, it doesn't have that perfect balance that Miata has, but it can still be an entertaining little car on the winding roads because it still has a low center of gravity, and going around like on a snaking path would be very, very nice. But again, it's an economy car. You shouldn't really be doing any of that at all, because it's not built for that at all. So we're going back to regular classic driving, and let's try our cruise control before we wrap this up. Lane assist comes on, and let us set. And we're going 50. Not bad. It also has adaptive cruise control. The suspension ride is pretty decent, because again, I always take these cars out on windy roads just to prove a point that even economy cars can still be pretty fun to drive. So it's a fun economy car that is still pretty fun to drive. That's what I wanted to say. But anyway guys, this has been Morty clocking off. Peace.